So today we are going to be talking about this beauty. I think I'll make this part of my standout scent series because this is definitely a standout scent. This is Amaretto in the Mountain Room by Toskovat. Now, Toskovat is already a standout house in general. I'd say a majority of their fragrances are challenging, but I was very pleasantly surprised when I tried Amaretto in the Melting Room. I wouldn't say it's mass appealing, but it's very easy to enjoy, in my opinion. Of course, as per usual with Toskovat, there are some interesting notes in the breakdown. I'll put that on screen right now. The note that I'm talking about is communal bread. And this is a very interesting note to try and pull off. And as somebody who used to take communion growing up, it's pretty accurate. I know that note breakdowns are all marketing. They kind of put the idea in your head, which makes it easier to smell. But it works. It works. It definitely works. That being said, don't expect to smell like a church wearing this scent. It's more so like maybe an old church that was converted into a lounge. I would say that this is a dark scent. It's definitely best suited for nighttime, and I think that you have to be very confident and bold to wear this because it's an interesting one. It'll get people's attention. When I first spray this fragrance on, I get a lot of the bread mixed with the orange and the honey. But as it dries down, the honey definitely takes center stage alongside the tobacco and the amaretto. The amaretto is really nice. It's not too boozy. It's very light, but it's definitely there. I like this one. It's definitely unique, but not to the point where you're standing out too much and offending other people. But you definitely won't be running into anybody else wearing this fragrance on the street. If you're into sweet, boozy, smoky, earthy scents, I feel like this would do well for you. There's also a really neat story behind this fragrance as well. You see, it was originally a collab between Toskovat and Ataraxia, another perfume house. But there was some drama behind a second release of the fragrance, and Toskovat decided to release it on their own. At the same time, however, Ataraxia released their own version of it under their name, and it was kind of like you had to pick sides. I personally decided to side with the perfumer, and so I bought it from Toskovat. But that's why the picture cards that I showed you earlier are so betrayal themed. He felt very betrayed by the situation with Ataraxia. So not only do you get a great perfume, you get a great story to go with it. This was a very enjoyable scent to me. I think that out of 10, scent-wise I'd give it an 8. In terms of projection, I'd probably lower that a bit to a 7. Longevity though, I'd give it an 8 as well. Presentation, I'd give a 9 out of 10. I do love their bottles. It might be a little difficult to get your nose on this as they usually release in limited quantities, but if you do get the chance, I encourage you to try it out for yourself. As you can see, I'm almost in need of a new bottle too. So thank you for tuning in to my first long-form series video. This was interesting to film, and I can't wait to bring you guys some more.